When you think of jungle fighting, you probably don't think of armored vehicles, but the U.S. Marine Corps had their fair share of tanks and half-tracks with them in the island hopping campaign that took place, and the Japanese had their Type 94 and 95s all the way through the Battle of Iwo Jima. In the first episode of HBO's The Pacific, they show the Battle of the Tanaru River, but they only show the first part, where the U.S. Marine Corps defends against the attacking Chiki Division. What they don't show is the counterattack that the U.S. Marines made against the Japanese, and they had some Stuart tanks backing them up for that. So I've created a mission based around that. Got a Stuart tank and a small squad, and we're just going to try to make a sweep mission. We're also dealing with the new fever environmental issues, the heat, and we're going to get some hand-to-hand combat in there as well. There's a lot of new things added with Pacific and a lot of new expansions to go with it. So let's take a look. So as you can see, we are not in Europe anymore. Warfighter World War II Pacific has arrived. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I have an affinity for studying this particular part of World War II, and I've really been looking forward to this. So we're going to be playing U.S. Marines against the Japanese hostile deck. I'm kind of setting this around the second portion of the Battle of Tanaru, like I mentioned. So our dates will be limited to that on the cards that we take. And I'm also using the Vehicles expansion, and that's going to add 2 elements to our game. First of all, we get to take a vehicle as a squad soldier, and for this one, I have taken an M3 Stuart tank called Charger. Now, if you look at Charger, you can see he's got a cannon, and you notice those attack lines are very similar to the ones on hostiles. So that says at range 1, if I roll a 7 or better, I do 3 hits. If I roll a 5 or 6, I do 2. That's the way you read that. Now you'll notice the number of hits is followed by the proximity keyword. So what that means is if I hit, I do that many hits to the target I'm attacking. It's single shot, has a penetration of 2, and is obviously a ranged attack. He's also got a machine gun, which is 1 hit, but it's spray. So 1 hit per successful die. It's mounted, so it's an auto attack. It's similar to being on a bipod. And then you'll see some other keywords. You can use it for 1941 plus. Guadalcanal was 1942. This particular battle was, I think, the 12th or 13th of August. It's a vehicle. It gets 2 actions. It has a health of 3, becomes immobile when it's reduced to 1 health. It's got a loadout value of 10. You could use your vehicles to carry additional squad gear. It's +1 size, so the hostiles will have a +1 to attack it. Then he's got cover 4 at range 0 as opposed to the cover 6 that he has at anything else. And then we're also going to add the hostiles anti-vehicle deck. Each of the nations has their own anti-vehicle deck if they've got a vehicle deck as well. There's several expansions, 3 or 4 of them at least. And those are elite hostiles that are geared at countering armor. There's also some events in there. And since they're elite, I'm also using the elite Japanese hostiles, also because the Ishiki regiment that participated in the Battle of Tanaru, they were seasoned veterans. Now, our mission is a short patrol. Gives us 45 resource points to build our squad. We get 11 on the timer. The objective is at location 5. It doesn't affect our loadout. Now, the mission says at the start of the first turn, we get to draw or recon 1 location, but we pay 1 extra for support and retain costs. Our mission is a simple sweep. On-site, eliminate hostiles is our goal, and we have 11 turns to do it in. Now, I'm going to go ahead and draw my starting hand, and we'll get started. Okay, as always, I'm only using 1 player soldier, so I've got 1 hand of cards. He's got a health of 6. I drew 2 location markers, plus we get to recon 1 location, so let's go ahead and recon that, because that happens at the start of the player turn. That is a stream. And then we're going to discard 2 location markers and draw 2 more locations. We may get everything we need right here. The stream becomes a raging river and no vehicles, so we're not going to play that. And then we have a choke point. It's free to play. It has an environmental hot condition, and soldiers cannot move out of this location if there are hostiles in this location. However, it doesn't stop us from playing vehicles, so that is good. I think to begin with, we're going to play the stream because it has an entrance cost of 1. So before anybody takes any actions, we'll go ahead and play the stream. And for our resource cost of our squad, we get to draw, or have to draw, 4 XP worth of hostiles. Now this first one is a lone soldier. He has an XP cost of 0, but he does have penetration 1. And he will target soldier number 3. That's my squad soldier. The next one is reinforcing. Now this card here says to remove 1 enemy killed in action, this card at the end of every soldier turn. They just keep coming. There are 4 reticles on that card. So we're at 2. And they will target my non-player soldier. I'll draw again. And these are flankers. These will be placed in the rearmost, which will be the mission card. And while they're here, soldiers cannot leave this location. And that meets our XP cost of 4. And they will target my squad, so my player soldier. All right, so now it's time to act. Check the hand-to-hand cost of the location there. All right, so we have the flankers there that we have to deal with before we can do anything else. There are 3 of them, so the first thing I'm going to do is have my player soldier. Now my player soldier is Nelson. He's got a health of 6, a loadout of 12, and cover of 1, and move with 2. He has 1 hardy hot, which will come in handy here, and he has the gung-ho skill. Now the gung-ho skill says that when you enter a location with a hostile, you perform an attack without spending an action. We didn't enter this location, we were already here. He's also got a canteen, my favorite equipment card, the Lucky Helmet, 2 Mark II grenades, and a 1903 rifle. He's carrying the 03 like they did at Guadalcanal. There's an interesting anecdote that when the Army arrived, I think it was the 164th Regiment, they brought M1 carbines with them, and the Marines had a propensity to swipe those from them if they got the chance. But at this point, we're using the good old-fashioned bolt-action 03. Now, I'm going to spend an action to go ahead and use one of those grenades to make an attack on the flankers. They have a cover of 2. The grenade is penetration 1. Before I make that attack, I'm going to play the steady aim card. That's going to let me add 2 to my attack rolls. And actually, I can upgun that, which I'm going to, because the last piece of gear that Nelson has is a bayonet. The bayonet gives you 2 XP. I'm about to spend 1 of them to upgun that. Those flankers have really got to go. So it is 4 that I'm attacking, adding to this range attack roll. All right, so 1 plus 2 penetrates their cover. And then I've got 2 7s and a 10. I needed a 7 to hit, so plus 4 is going to make that 3 a 7 also. So that's going to put 4 enemy killed in action markers on them, which is 1 more than needed. So we'll go ahead and set these guys aside. And we're going to get 2 XP for our trouble. That worked out well. And now I do have 1 action left for him. And I'm actually going to use that to play a move out card. I'm not going to use the action to play that. I'm just going to play the move out card. That lets me perform a move action without spending an action to move him into the stream. It's got an entrance cost of 1, so I don't have to discard anything. So I have a 2 movement. And when I do that, I'm going to attack the lone soldier. Because I have the gung-ho skill, when I enter a location with a hostile, I can perform an attack without spending an action. And that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm carrying that Springfield, and it is prone to needing to be reloaded. It's got a reload value of 2. So I'm going to play a charge card. And what this does is reduces the hand-to-hand engagement cost for all soldiers to 0 for the remainder of the soldier turn. So I'm going to play that card, and I'm going to enter hand-to-hand because this has a cost of 2 that's now become 0. So I'll put my hand-to-hand marker on the lone soldier. I'm going to attack him with a bayonet. Now, if you look at the bayonet, you'll see there are multiple columns there. And the way those work is they tell you how many dice you're going to roll, what may make you stumble. The RS is the number of dice you roll based on the type of attack you're making. The ST is strength. That's, stumble. That is stumble. And when you stumble, you become suppressed. The H is hit, what you need to hit. So if I made a strong attack, I would need a 7 to hit. And then P is penetration, and most of these have a negative value. That reduces your cover roll. So I'm going to make a strong attack, which requires a two-handed or a rifle carbine. I do have a rifle. My bayonet's affixed to it. And I'm going to make an attack with a bayonet just to do it. So I'm attacking with a bayonet. I'm going to roll 2 dice, one for the attack, and then I'm going to roll my penetration die as well, my cover die. He has a cover of 3, so I'm going to need a 4 or better to defeat it. I did not defeat it, nor did I get past, nor did I do a wound, so that won't suppress him. Had I either one of those been successful, but not both, then I could have suppressed him. Fortunately, I did not roll a stumble, so I am going to spend an action to attack with my bayonet again, since I'm already engaged in hand-to-hand. All right, so the 4 is at least going to suppress him. The 5 will not do a wound. All right, so that is going to be it for Nelson. I am going to have my non-player soldier act now, and what I'm going to have him do is spend an action. Now, my non-player soldier is Pregerson. He is not a Marine. He's a corpsman, so that means he's Navy. He's carrying a 1903 rifle as well, a Mark II grenade. He's also got a bayonet, a first aid kit, and the corpsman skill. So he's going to move into the location. He has a move of 2, so he's good to go for his 1 action. And then he's going to spend another action to throw his Mark II grenade at the reinforcing unit. He gets 4 dice for that. He'll make his throw. They have a cover of 4, but we're penetration 1. So that'll get through the penetration or the cover value. And then we needed a 7, and we got a 9 and 2 10s. The 4 will miss. But that's 3 kills in that unit. I can finish him off with another attack, hopefully, because if I don't, I'm going to remove an enemy killed in action token from them. And of course, the other guy's suppressed because this is an explosion attack. So that's going to be it for Pregerson. And now we have Terwilliger, my squad soldier. He can still act. And then, of course, we have we have Charger, who can attack. Maz Paddle is a Sherman. I just really like the name of that tank. Let's go ahead and use Charger and make an attack. Let's go ahead and make an attack with the machine gun. That is range 1. We'll need an 8 to hit. It's penetration 1, so we need a 3 to get past their cover. Now this machine gun gets spray, so any of these dice count as far as the attack dice go, or all of them count rather. We got through their cover, but we did not do a wound because we needed an 8 at range 1. I should have moved up. So what I'm going to do now is fire my cannon. Now, like I said, I only get 1 die for the cannon. At range 1, I need a 7 to hit, and that'll pretty much obliterate all those guys under the target, and I'm all right with that. So the 6 gets past their cover of 4 because I have penetration 2, and that 10 is going to do 3 hits. That is 2 more than I needed to take them out, and Charger is going to get 2 experience points. All right, so we've eliminated those hostiles. We've got 1 left in our location. Now, Charger is stuck back there at the mission for now. I'm going to go ahead and activate my squad soldier, Terwilliger. You can see he gets 2 actions. Well, he's got, both of his wounds still. And then I'm going to take that second action to make an attack at range 0. And while he still has both wounds, he needs an 8 to hit. The lone soldier has a cover of 3, and I don't get any bonus to my penetration roll. However, the 5 will get through the 3, and the 9 will do a wound. So the lone soldier's gone. No experience for that, but no hassle for that either. Okay, so that is probably going to be the end of the soldier turn, which means we're going to go into the hostile step. And when we're using vehicles, the first thing we do in the reinforcement draw, which happens at the beginning of the hostile turn, is draw a card from this deck. Okay, now this card is actually an event card. This says get behind it. All soldiers in this vehicle's location gain cover 1 until the end of the turn. That might be handy. And then we're going to go ahead and reinforce for this location. And the location has a reinforce value of 0 to 1. This is an infantry gun. It has a value of 3, so it will not come into play. And the only thing left to do is advance the mission timer from 11 to 10. So while it may not be looking good for Terwilliger at this point, Charger seems to be having a pretty easy time of it. I didn't originally intend for this to be a two-parter, but I think it's better this way so the video stays short and we don't miss out on anything that happens. There's some pretty nasty stuff coming up, and I'll try to get it up within the next few days. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to let me know either in the comments section or email majortomsolo@gmail.com, and we'll see you next time.